So SEO is currently a $53 billion industry, which is growing at a compounded annual growth rate of almost around 17%. By this 17%, we assume that by 2025, it will become a $100 billion industry. While I do not have the geographic breakdown of the SEO industry as a whole, what we have is the breakdown of Google's revenue across geography. And since Google is so closely associated with SEO, I'm assuming that the revenue split also would be more or less similar like Google. Now, what is interesting is almost 46% of Google's revenue currently comes from USA, and only 18% comes from the entire Asia Pacific. Now, considering this, we also know that the population of Asia Pacific is much more as compared to that of USA. It's only a matter of the increasing per capita income, which these geographies in Asia Pacific have already started showing improvement in. In the coming years, what's going to happen is with the rising per capita income, the overall consumption is going to increase in this region, and that's also going to lead to an increase in demand of various things. And this somehow will be correlated with the SEO activities also, which has to happen around it, right? Because everything is related. Now, when you look at all these things combined, what we have to take away is that while this industry was not done justice for many years in this particular region, especially the Asia region, over this next 5 years, you are going to see tremendous growth in terms of the potential for SEO, the number of people opting for this as a full-fledged career. So that's the major change which we can expect in the coming years. So as you know, the venture capitalist investments in the Asian region has increased exponentially over the last few years. And this has also led to an increase in marketing investments and marketing budgets. Since till now, the preferred channel for marketers was paid marketing, this eventually led to more and more money getting into the paid marketing side of it. However, the laws of demand and supply are at work everywhere, and this increase in demand for paid advertising led to almost an increase across all the category of keywords. For example, for gym related keywords in India, we saw that the cost per click, when we compare it with April 2021 versus April 2022, the cost per click has almost doubled. So marketers have started looking out for alternate channels. One of this alternate channel is SEO. However, the laws of demand and supply are universal. And what's happening is the competition for getting multiple brands ranked on that number one position is also increasing, and so is the keyword difficulty level. This is leading to a higher need of investments across SEO as well. And that's one thing which would be the biggest challenge for all the digital marketers in 2022. The challenges which marketers are facing is the same challenge which Infidigit is also facing, because we are all in the same ecosystem. Now, when it comes to helping the brands, while we continue to do the same thing in terms of helping them get the best return on investments from their marketing investments, it's going to become a little challenging for us also, because now with their increasing investments, even if we have to maintain the same return on investments, we'll have to do higher growth for them. So we'll have to look towards innovation, we'll have to look towards growth hacking, have to look towards more and more ways of doing technical SEO optimization, so that with the least increase in cost, we can create the maximum growth and the best rankings for the client, and also an increase in market share.